Alright, here it is, the 17th. Just like I said, guys, it'll be about a day later until I upload this to you guys, so you'll just have to bear with me on this because that's just the way it is. I'm trying to... There's a whole mess of these videos that are just now hit me today with the MK reviews and trailers, so I figured I might as well get straight from the horse's mouth, you know, Mr. Ed here, pun intended. So I just wanted to, I've already seen the preview, and there's a few hit and misses, and we'll just go from there, but of the gaming features, but I like to focus in on the story because, like I said, I've always said that the story is the core of it all. So let's go ahead and get into the pros and cons of this.
Ed, you and your team and NetherRealm Studios have done it again. There is...
Oh, let me slow it down for you guys. So, just go ahead and do it that way.
So much to unpack here, and I'm sure you can't wait to dive into some of the gameplay.
You know, we've been biting our tongues since, 6 months ago around E3, dying to show you guys this game. But we really wanted to kind of build...
I can't help that glare, guys. It's just how the camera is.
All right,
I
Ed.
turned off the light, believe it or not. It's just
you guys
one of those dim lights.
The first thing you wanted to do was see the actual game, so just let's just roll them here. So, we're very excited to show you a first look at Mortal Kombat 11. Nobody else has seen this.
There it is.
Today we have 7 characters to show you, some returning, some new. There's far more in this game that we'll be able to show you right here, but we do want to hit on the enhancements from the game, the fighting, and the custom character variations.
Man.
Garrus is a new fighter in the game, and who has a really...
Okay. Let's just... I guess that's another Elder God and stuff. You know, they really... Okay... They never really established how many Elder Gods. I know August was one of them, according to Armageddon. He was one of them. And I guess there was 6 more at the... I guess at Raiden's hearing during that one deal. Then, I don't know. Maybe that YouTuber on here, what's his name? Gaming Sins. He might be able to clarify it. I don't know. But yeah, then there's this guy and that other god that's on there. I've already seen the other trailers of Shinnok's. It's like that. What do you call it? Between or that prequel from where they left off. So at least I'll give him some points for being consistent with this game now, finally. So, I mean, I will give credit to where credit is due. Okay. Alright, so I will, at least, I'll do that. Okay. Not too many people out there would actually do the same. Yeah, so at least he's now... after the last few generations that you just kind of just flushed that Mortal Kombat away. But yeah, so anyway, so at least he's consistent with the story now. So at least, but I think it's too far gone now. It's just, but he has to trying to rewind time now again with this time lapse. I mean, it's like, if you're going to be consistent, at least let it go in one direction. The time lapse gets so confusing. It really does. I mean, it's like the sands of time. Okay, so it's kind of like the warrior within, and then you got the third one. But I guess that first one never took place then, if he unraveled everything. So it's just, I don't know. It's stuff like that really screws up the story and the dialogue and everything. So, but I guess he's being consistent now. I hope maybe he could change it on a whim. But here's a problem with Baraka. Let's get into them when he mentions it, and I'll give you my pros and cons there.
Cool time control abilities. In NetherRealm games, we really try to add something new. Mortal Kombat X, we introduced a feature called Character Variations. 3 versions of every single character. MK11's expanding on that idea, creating custom character variations the player can actually create themselves. So you notice they're selecting different versions of Scorpion. Some were created by the players, some were created already in the game. Same thing with Baraka.
Okay, now let's talk about Baraka, since now you brought him up. Okay, last I checked, wasn't Baraka killed off? According to the story. I don't tell me they're going to play that. Oh, that was a copy or a look-alike or a clone, or how many times have we played that card? Okay, you can only play that card so many times, guys. I mean, it's just, yeah. But I do like this one feature of Baraka. It's bone instead of metal. I mean, I do appreciate that. Would actually make more sense than actual metal, because when he goes to throw it or launch it at somebody, you don't grow steel or something. But I mean, with this you can actually grow bone back or something. At least he would meet like some sort of criteria where it kind of sort of makes sense. But metal, yeah. I mean, was he T1000 here?
Baraka.
So okay, so you can change costumes. Okay.
Cotton warriors are legendary.
Then why don't you flee, Earthrealmer?
The Shirai Ryu embrace danger.
Then fight!
So this is a Mortal Kombat game, so you expect the fighting to be brutal. MK11 sees the return of Baraka, who was a fan favorite from Mortal Kombat 2.
See, now that, I just don't understand. This sees the return of Baraka. Yeah, he was killed off, right? That's the whole name of the game. Mortal Kombat. Okay? I mean, where's the, if they come right back, it's kind of like, what's that show? That Dragon Ball's show. It's like where there's that scene that says, yeah, death really isn't much of a punishment. It's like a timeouter. Okay, you get a timeout. When you're dead, when you get a timeout, that's permanent. Okay, that's forever. But here it's just like, you just get a 5-minute penalty, so you get to sit on the bench. Get the fuck out of here.
So let's see some of the moves he does here. Not to be outdone, Scorpion has a few tricks up his sleeve. Okay, now without getting too technical, we're going to get into some of the geeky fighting game moments up there. Mortal Kombat, traditionally we've had one meter that's a shared resource amongst the offense, defense, and the super moves. Mortal Kombat X is separating all three of those. So we have a horizontal meter is the offense attacks, vertical meter is the defensive attacks.
You wouldn't need to do all that, though. I mean, you want to change it up a bit. How about put a 3D fighting engine in there? You know? I mean, also, I mean, and you want to, like, I guess, yeah, I mean, you did see a feature in there where you can interact with a couple items, but hell, didn't Shaolin Monks do a lot of that? Now that's interacting within the 3D environment. You know? Why couldn't you, or do a spin-off of that? I mean, that was okay, you know? I would say with Shaolin Monks, at worst, it would be a 3 out of 5, but at best, I'd give it a 4. Yeah, a 4 out of 5. So, I mean, you know, but, I mean, like I said, the graphics, no one can dispute how good the graphics look. I mean, they're flawless. It's just the engine. You know, you won't need to do all this type of, where you have to, you know, have, or you're still backed in a corner, okay, or you do a teleport and stuff. I was like, just use a 3D fighting engine. You know, get the mechanics in there and stuff, the 3D fighting mechanics and stuff. That, I just don't know why. You know why? No, the reason why MK Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance got so much heat was because they introduced this. It was a change of the platform. They showed some of the original features of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance when it first came out. Then explained the fighting engine. Now you have to have Ed Boon on here explaining the fighting engines and the mechanics of it all. See, before, they were expecting it was supposed to be a 2D fighting engine like what you see here. Okay? But now Ed himself has to come out here and explain everything to you and say, okay, we got this guy going over here, and he has to grab that and throw that over there, and you know, instead it used to be where, yeah, you know, so brutal, so deadly, you know, and you see Scorpion throwing a spear and all that stuff. And, you know, that was like intense interaction, and people were expecting a 2D fighting engine. They bought it, and they said, well, what's all this? I have to learn something new. I don't like this. I want the 2D wham, you know, and that's what they did. So they just said, all right, we'll just make 3 of these games. That's probably what Ed did. Sat around the table, and the think tank, I guess you'd say. And he says, all right, we'll just go 2 more, and then after that, that's it. We'll go back, and we'll call it Mortal Kombat Classic, you know, like Coca-Cola Classic. That's basically what he's doing. You know, I guess he's not going to ever feature that 3D fighting engine ever again. It doesn't look like it, you know. But to be honest with you guys, I'd be surprised if he would actually make another one after this, because I'm pretty sure he's going full blown DC retard after this. This is probably the last one. I'm pretty sure of it. You know, I just don't see it happening. I mean, I don't see guys like I don't see they're gonna make Natara. I don't think Frost is gonna come back. Probably not. Who knows? Maybe. But they're gonna say to all these old classic characters about Natara and all this stuff. Say, who? I don't remember her being in there. You know, that's what you're probably gonna hear. Or probably read in the comment section or something like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, all right, let's get through this.
See, Baraka's going to shooting 2 using his offensive moves. Also can extend this leg stab here into a throw with a also. Scorpion here is going to escape from a knockdown using his defensive meter. And you're going to notice here that the fatal blow that's actually tied to 30% of the health meter. When it's reduced, you get fatal blow available. This adds completely new dynamic and tension to the fighting. Both Baraka and Scorpion have a fatal blow right now. Baraka wins this fight.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, so this is kind of like a Warhammer, like Kane's hammer. You know, it just sits there in the middle of the arena. Remember that? You grab that and stuff and use that as a weapon. It'll probably do the same amount of damage. But, you know, like the kind of damage like what Baraka's already got and of his bone claws or whatever. Oh, okay, so you only get to use it twice then.
So Scorpion missed his fatal blow attack, but it actually will regenerate after a cooldown period. So you notice his fatal blow is established, so he can pull it off.
Okay, so that's kind of like what his intro was. So, alright.
And not to be outdone, Baraka now has his fatal blow available.
Okay, now what's this? I mean, his mask is no longer there, and he's now human. What is all this shit? Oh, well, hang on a minute. Now, didn't that just went away, that flag?
And of course, it wouldn't be Mortal Kombat without fatalities.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Okay, that is.
Fatality. Baraka wins.
So you can't say that I don't have any credibility. I will give credit. I do have credibility. I give credit to where credit is due on some features. Others, I will 100% disagree with you. You know, but when I see, you know, where you've earned the points, I will give the credit. Okay.
We're going to quickly talk here about, we have custom variations on this player.
See, now, you see, this is what I'm talking about here, guys. And it'll be glary if I do it the other way. Alright, well, look. Okay, so, anyways, you have to have Ed on here explain everything to you. It used to be where you turn on the TV and you go on the commercial and you see 30 seconds of Mortal Kombat on the trailer. But now, with, you know, live stream and all this other stuff and YouTube and all this other stuff, he has to come on here and explain it for like 10 or 12 minutes, and, you know, of all these fighting mechanics and features, what happened to that, 30-second TV trailer, I mean, they just didn't, 30 seconds of those gaming trailers didn't really explain a lot until it just showed you the best mechanics, the best, just flashing features, and then that's it, but now he has to explain everything for 10 whole minutes.
Variation screen, the players can create, modify, and collect multiple versions of every character. There are a ton of features that you can customize, from the costume pieces, the intros, the victories, as well as a huge variety of skins here. Every fighter has 3 costume pieces. You see Scorpion, they're changing the mask here, picking a new one. You can actually program these at different attributes. See, we're swapping out the spear, or the katana for a new one. And of course, Scorpion's iconic spear can be swapped out for a new one as well.
So basically, what you're saying here, it's
This visual here is going to give you an idea of kind of like the dramatic differences you can have in the different variations of Scorpion here.
yeah, Mortal Kombat. Create a character. That's what you're doing. Create a character.
This is the case with all the fighters, so you're going to know Scorpion and Baraka, all the kind of...
Yeah, create a character. That's what it is.
You know, playing people online and whatnot.
You're recycling what you've already done, and you're trying to say that it's something else. It's create a character. Why don't you just say create a character? That's what it is. Create a character. That's what you're doing.
Our second fight here is Sonya versus Scarlet, who was a returning character from Mortal Kombat 9.
For me, Scarlet.
That's Scarlet. You look so different. Yeah, she looks a lot different. I mean, whatever.
Blood is all I ask.
I mean, like I said, the graphics, the mechanics, the features, everything. But why do you have to change up the entire model?
Trust me, I'm not your type.
I don't know if that's the same voice as hers. I don't think so. I don't know if that's the same voice actress than the last one, but whatever. But I just don't understand. You want to add some new characters, fine, but you don't need to swap out the faces of the original. He also noticed he did that a lot in the DC that last DC game of his. Why did he Why did he change the features of Superman and all the characters? You notice that they always in that game they zoomed in on their faces and eyeballs all the time. I don't know what the hell that shit was all about during those cinematic trailers. I was like, why? I mean, I don't want to see, I don't care to see Superman's, pores. I'm not, I'm not interested in that.
Round 1. Fight.
Both Sonya and Scarlet return with their classic moves as well as some new ones. Sonya has a bunch of gadgets that she can play with here. While Scarlet has her signature blood attacks. We're going to take a look at some of the nuances we have. We have a new feature called a flawless block. A perfectly timed block will open a window for countering attacks. Watch Scarlet doing a quick hop. You can evade low attacks and also open another window for countering move. Now notice Sonya's health is reached below 30%. When it reaches there again, you're going to notice a fatal blow is available. That's when you can really devastate them. Again, Sonya has her fatal blow ready, so she can release it.
None of that really matters since she's
So that was
pure
an update.
blood.
Release fatal blow available for Scarlet. which she'll attack here.
Gosh.
Which is enough to win the match, and you might have seen a glimpse of this fatality here.
Which one was the fatality? Because holy shit, I got. Which one was the fatality again? I mean, she died like, I don't know, a dozen times there within the first, last 30 seconds there. They're all wicked, but I mean, was the staff saying, yeah, we got like a whole mess of fatalities on here, so we're just gonna like throw them in there as, you know, just put them all in there, you know? I mean, if they could have had it like fatality 1, fatality 2, like they did. Oh, I don't know, like in Deception, or, you know, Armageddon. Ring any bells? They put more than one in there? Nothing? Okay. Well, anyways, they could have had like a whole series of, you know, fatalities in there. How the hell do you have like a sickle made of blood go through someone, and, you know, have a spear made of blood and go through someone's head and live, and, you know, being gutted and all that stuff? Those are fatalities, guys. Okay. You can only kill a person once. But, I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. I mean, they're all pretty awesome. I'm not going to dispute that. But I'm saying is, if you're going to kill someone, you're going to make that one the choice. You're not going to like, I didn't kill you yet. No, I'm going to drop this giant cartoon anvil on you, and I'm going to pull this oversized mallet I got in my magic satchel, and I mean, goddamn, like, fuck, man. It's almost to the point where it's like cartoons. Holy shit.
Fatality. Spawned wins.
So that's a little piece of Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm guessing maybe you guys want to see some fatalities, a little more.
Wait, that wasn't some more fatalities. Holy shit, I'm full on the last 50.
Okay, we're going to roll this footage. I can't wait for you to check that out.
Finish him.
Okay, awesome. I don't know if Sub-Zero is going to have that as like a trademark weapon. You know, he can freeze up any type of weapon, like shield and all that stuff, and he can do all kinds of stuff. Ice armor, an ice helmet, that would be awesome. You know, I don't know why he needs all this. You know, he can make his own armor and stuff. Okay, well, okay, it's gonna be, you know, like I said, it was this feature was like a hit and miss for me. So, we're gonna have chances are Sub-Zero's that ice weapon. You just saw that ice axe. I don't know if that's going to be his actual treatment, or I mean, I don't know why you can't just like have a different fighting style and you have a chain link. That worked. That was smooth. I missed those reversals and power ups and shoves and escapes, and that was now. Bring those back. You know, you already know the mechanics of it, so it was pretty well laid out for you. But you know, I doubt that we're going to be seeing some old characters back, like Moloch and Draman. He hated those guys. Well, especially Moloch, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, if he was to do a transition as far as story goes, he could have done with like pick up like Onaga. I would be speechless, guys, if I saw Onaga in this as like the final boss or something. But yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. But anyways, I'm pretty much will run this unedited because I got some other side projects I got to run. But when I saw Shao Kahn, so yeah, that's the type of deal I was feeling about all that when I saw Shao Kahn in it. So anyways, I'll try to. I still got some other stuff I gotta get going, and I won't be able to keep up with all the updates and stuff, but I'll try to throw in one every now and then. And plus also being a creator on here, trying to give you guys some content. YouTube has made it hell for me because they keep changing the rules every year or so. It's like, oh, it used to be where editing was pretty easy. Now it's just they keep changing the damn rules, like what they do with the Mortal Kombat game. Oh yeah, you like the last one? Oh, well, we're gonna change it up now. So that's kind of what YouTube's doing to me. Yeah, editing. We made it. Is editing easier for you now or harder? I mean, they're pulling this line of shit on me. I'm like, oh, fuck. Why can't we just keep the engine where, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Anyways, so all right, that's all I got for you guys for tonight. So I'll try to upload and edit some of this as best I can. So, anyways. We're going to find out what all the, the pros and cons of this is. And if you guys end up playing this game, tell me, drop me a line for what you guys think of the game, of the pros and cons. Give me a pros and cons type of feature and how you'd think of it. All right? Just give me what you like about it, what are the dislikes of it. So, anyways, that's all I want to share with you guys and talk to you guys about. Anyways, it's your boy Ed Boon Sucks, guys, and that, my friends, is how it's going to be.